Oh, wow. I've returned. Now that I've seen that it got, the last KF video got loads of views, I was doing more of it because I'm a whore. Come on, audio. Sorry, I turned it down because the last video I recorded had problems with static, which is very odd. Never had that before. I mean, all I can think of was that it was Discord, but Maria, who I was recording with, had a friggin' mic muted, so I don't even know where it came from. It was very perplexing. But things to think about. Anyway, we're back doing this because, well, patch notes have been announced for a patch that's going live next week, and I felt like talking about them. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, people just watched the video, no one commented, so my opinion's probably not massively valid, but hey, why not, eh? I'm a man with some opinions. How many crates do I have? 4. Don't bother opening your crates, gang. There's no point. Wait, save them. Right, I want to cover something that's been annoying me before we actually go to the meat and veg of what I want to talk about, which is even before the EDAR's having difficulty issues, that they look ridiculous and that they don't fit the theme of the game. Now, I completely agree. I mean, how on earth could anyone look at these robots in this stupid game about killing fucking zombie-ish type things, one of them's got a chainsaw, and think that robots would fit? I mean, it's madness, it really is. Like, I don't even know how you'd achieve that kind of, like, how do you reach that conclusion? I mean, just look at this. Look, how does this fit in this setting where everything is reasonable? You know, it's really easy to get immersed in this game. I just think they've completely called that one wrong. Look at how, you know, standard and normal this is, huh? Anyone picking up on the sarcasm there? Just saying, like, is it out of place? Really? I think what the more accurate criticism, which people aren't pointing out, is that when you come to play this game and you will shoot something in the face with your quad-barreled shotgun, you want to hear a as opposed to a bing! That's it. That's your criticism. It's because they're not fleshy, they are metallic. It's almost like when you shoot a gore-fast and it's little swords, and, you know, that's metallic, but, yeah, you know. I don't see it as a valid criticism. This game is absurd. What are you people talking about? But no, get rid of them. In fact, the guy who made a mod to mod them out, that's embarrassing, quite frankly. It's a beta, and yes, it will be an actual update at some point. But how petty is that? It's my observation on it after what, a week of looking at people moaning about it. It's like, if you don't like it, then fine, but saying that you don't like it because it doesn't fit the theme of the game. What, the latest map where we're in space? Teleporters that you can walk through to get to another map. Oh wait, people don't like those either because they're on immersive. This game's really about immersion, is it? I don't see that myself. I don't know, man. That's my own personal opinion, quite frankly. I don't know how many people share it with me, but I find it incredibly confusing that the big backlash is that it doesn't fit in the game's world, with its amazing story and wonderful characters and chicken-headed steampunk people. Nah. Anyway, I could spend days moaning about that. But I want to prove a point, which I'm probably not going to prove. Actually, what's my thing? Oh, we got hard on Volatile Mana. I kind of wanted to do a Hell on Earth. Out of interest, now that I've probably pissed off most of the hardcore Randys, they've all buggered off. But just general, everyone else, what's your favourite wavelength? Me and Ross especially found ourselves favouring the short, the 4-wave. You can jump on and just bash a game out. It's quite enjoyable and fun. Like I say, it's about 20 minutes, depending on if you complete it or not. Like, you can retry frequently, because Hell on Earth is a lot harder now. Hope you guys got what you wanted. I thought, again, we'll get to it. Which one do I want to do? I'm leaving the new maps and a couple of others because I haven't done the Hell on Earth achievements yet, and neither has Ross. So I'll play them with him. But he doesn't really want to record. He's working, can't be bothered, so it's fine. I did Burning Paris last video. Oh yeah, shit. Well, look at that one. Let's see if that will survive. But yeah, I kind of want to prove a point. I don't think I will, because I'm really crap at Zerker. In fact, it's a class that I don't play on Hell on Earth, because I'd bring the entire team down if I did. I'm useless at parrying. Like, utterly useless. But it's left trigger, isn't it? I don't know, I'll play it so infrequently. But I kind of want to see, because I feel like a lot of the complaints of Hell on Earth being too easy and blur were generally from the people who played it in single player. Because I know when I had a challenge to do a map on Hell on Earth and me and Ross couldn't be bothered to try and do it, I went and did it solo. This is Helm's Deep, by the way. If you don't, like, go download this map. It's amazing. It's a work of art. Fuck off. So yeah, I can see why you'd be angry in the sense that you want things to be squishy and, like, that's fun, and I get that, but no. Like, the Dars show up relatively infrequently anyway. I'd put them about on the same platform as Husks. Like, actual design-wise, yeah, there are some issues that can be talked about. I'm not going to argue that one. But as an enemy in this game, no. Again, man, this game is insane. I fail to see what robots firing laser beams is really taken away from your immersion. Because immersion's important. And I get that, I do. My last video was entirely about the sound that two weapons make. So I'm on board to a decent degree, don't worry about that one. But there's a cut-off point in there. Have I just ran myself into a corner? I have, haven't I? Wonderful. Excuse me. Out of the way. Oh, balls. Right, but yeah, patch notes and things. No, before we get to that, I'll go over my small gripes in general. Lockdown. If any of you played Lockdown, the space map, oh, in space, brilliant, very fun. Like it, I do. It's actually a traditional map for a change. And that's great, but the weird sort of space-y noise, I don't know how to describe it other than the noise that space makes. You can fuck that off, or put it in the sound effects. No, not in the sound. It needs its own special, like, designation in the audio files, because it's aggravating. Like, it's so loud. Or tone it down a bit so it's like a hum, but when you start the game up, like, it's deafening. It's, like, louder than the music. And if you want to try and turn it down, you have to turn down the master volume. It's like, why? Where the fuck is the trader on this map? So, yeah, can you, like, I'm not down with that. Like, tweak it or change it, I don't know. But the sound that space makes, despite being space, is incredibly loud. So, yeah, pack that one in. You can have a seal of approval for buggering around with that. Oh yeah, little eyes of Sauron are the traders. Brilliant. Get the old cheat code out. I love how this wasn't included in the patch note. Like, every single game of Team Hell on Earth I've played, the Zerk, the two Zerks or three Zerks, whatever, always end up being left when shit goes south. I play Demo. Demo is my bag. It is my favourite class, and the RPG is the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. I suppose the Eviscerator is actually technically the best weapon in the game, but for, you know, shit that I actually like to use as opposed to not using because I'm crap with it. Is that block? I can't remember. What's block? That's block. I knew I remembered things. As you can tell, this is going to go spectacularly well. Oh look, there's a door now. Now, since he's used it, that's a fantastic opportunity to moan about it. Because, oh wow, that goes incredibly slowly. yes, the tether is obnoxious. I can't agree with you anymore. It is awful. Like, the fact that they can tether you through walls is just, like, look at that. It's stupid. Like, there's no... Especially, again, if you are a Zerk, apart from the Eviscerator and the Nail Gun, there's no real way of doing anything to solve that particular problem. It's annoying, it's frustrating, and you have no tangible, real way of solving the problem. Especially if you are on Hell on Earth, and most Hell on Earth matches look like a recreation of bees trying to fight over honey. So, yeah, that can be changed. Come here, you big fucking... God, how much does this do? Enough. So yeah, I'm on board with that. But then they have said that they are going to tweak it, and they're going to make the the tether range a damn sight shorter. So they've got to get a lot closer. You can see them, and it solve the problem. You got another one? Come on. There you go. Ah, I am out of discs in my cheat code. And for all Zerk players I know, I'm sure this must be incredibly infuriating to watch, but, well, this is how we're proving my point. I can survive that. See? 20 damage, who cares? Immersion! I'm gonna hammer that point home, because it really does annoy me. I'm not gonna talk about the event-specific, like, fellas, because that's different entirely. I get that. It's for the event, and that's your lot, so... The whole point is to make them look crazy and stupid. Whee! Oh, I'm floating. That's gone well. Good, mate. Right. The other thing as well, and again, I can already see the comments coming. I'm sure they're wonderful and articulated brilliantly. Scrakes on Hell on Earth boss wave. No. You already need heavy weapons to take them out anyway. I mean, I suppose you can doomstick it if you really want to. Oh. Yeah, you go on, son, you can do it! Oh, you're not... Come on, I thought you guys were just solving the problem for me. That's no fun. So yeah, I'm not... Because it's more... I mean, alright, Scrakes to a decent degree are something you can plan for if you're, you know, good at the game. You can get everyone to sort of make sure, right, don't anger the Scrake, I'll go take care of it while you guys handle the boss. And that's fine to a decent degree, but let's say you want to play as Bug on your boss wave. Well, you're almost definitely going to piss off a Scrake because all bugs tend to. And that's just kind of, you know, it's an extra layer of mental that I don't really think makes it harder, just aggravating. I don't know. It's, again, it's a personal thing. You can take that as however you want. Oh, fucking what? Come on, there you go. Like I say, I can fully understand that. You can chalk that up to, bad game, bad, don't play, go home. But that's my personal opinion on it. Fuck off. Are you enjoying this top tier gameplay? It's brilliant, I have to say. Also, interesting thing that well, actually it shouldn't really matter in Zerk's case, but all of my controllers in my house are currently broken in some kind of way, which is handy. Right, actual patch things, because that's kind of all I really had a problem with, like, just in general. Fuck off. They're reverting all the tier 4s that went to tier 3 back to tier 4. I kind of agree with this to a certain degree. A bit. I don't think changing them to tier 3 was necessarily wrong. What I did think was that a lot of the weapons that were tier 3 needed some fucking around with. Bugger off. For example, the M4. They tried to tweak the M4 a bit to make it more viable, but next to the tier 3 Doomstick and the AA-12, it was like a little dog turd sandwich next to, you know, Nando's and something that's also comparable to Nando's. So it's, although I suppose I know some people might take the dog turd, and it's to each their own. I love the M4. I want it to be good. I really do. But Ross, who absolutely despises the M4 and thinks it's scum and should be killed and ridden of this pitiful game, I kind of have to agree with him that it's even less viable now than it was. Like, even before the changes, you'd pick a boomstick because you can AA-12 boomstick. You still have weight for a third shotgun if you feel like it. In fact, you couldn't even use the combat with a boomstick AA-12 because it was just too heavy. Ah, now you see, this is where we're going to be tested. This is going to be fun. Oh, hey gang, how's it going? Fuck off. Oh, good. Oh, thank God. Oh, wait, I didn't even upgrade this. I'm a spastic. I do apologise. That wasn't intentional to prove my point. Do not knock me off the edge, Fleshbound. Doesn't really need upgrading, does it? I even went and bought armour. Look how awful I am. Is any of this sinking in yet? Although, honestly, I meant to upgrade it. Oh yeah, the wall blows up because it's Helm's Deep. Hey, fuck off. I mean, alright, I'm going through discs like the Bee Gees, but, you know. But yeah, I genuinely felt, especially since they have also announced some weapon nerfs, like the Hemo is getting a damage nerf, which I guess, I heard it was better, but again, I also hate Medic, which you can interpret however you like, as I'm crap or whatever. I'm just pretty hopeless, I have poor situational awareness, which isn't massively helpful when people are relying on you to do a thing. Where's the Scrakey? Where are you, buddy? Oh, there he is, in the distance. Anything behind us? No. Will you stop blocking me? Huh? Just go away. Go home. Yeah, so the Hemo's getting a nerf. The railgun, which I did try, is getting a nerf. I think that makes sense. I'm not especially pleased about it because I don't like the railgun. But I kind of get why it's getting nerfed. It's because, like, if you upgrade the railgun... wow, oh, Jesus. If you upgrade the railgun to tier 5, I believe it has the same power as an M99. So, like, there's no point, there was nothing to set them apart. Apart from the M99 had more ammo, which they're also nerfing, which I am sad about. I don't want them to nerf the M99, but they are. I think raising it to the tier 4 standard was right. I think they're putting it to tier 5 though, and I feel like that's a tad misguided, because that's essentially where the M99 of Killing Floor 1 was. Like this absurdly expensive insta-kill machine. They haven't said if they're going to change the damage to match that though. I kind of hope they do, but we'll see. Fuck off. Need to make sure I actually have some discs for old Monkey Man down there. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Why isn't this thing a tier 5, huh? Why? Explain it to me. Oh, well, firstly, because I can't fucking aim with it, apparently. Oh, good, I killed the bloke behind him as well. That seems reasonable. Again. So yeah, they're doing a bit of nerfing and a bit of this, a bit of that. The Doomstick, for some reason, is getting more expensive ammo and a smaller ammo pool. Considering that people are moaning about how much upgrading weapons costs, I failed to see what that does in any meaningful way. Oh, I'll save a bit of cheddar. Like, I'm really... Like, surely the damage was what needed nerfing? Am I just wrong? I'm probably just wrong. What do you get with that? You can get a katana and upgrade it once. Why not? I'm sure it won't get in the way at all. So yeah, that's kind of where that's at on that. Again, I'm bemused as to why they're doing that one. I'd appreciate it if when they're doing their patch notes, they'd be like, this is why we've done X to Y, because I can go, oh. I'm just saying, it'd be nice. We always do love a bit of feedback. But yeah, like, I feel like sort of nerfing things just is slightly misguided. That's kind of the way I feel about it. Like, it's all well and good nerfing things, but again, it's like, as I pointed out, the M4 is pointless. Why would you ever pick yourself up an M4? There's no reason to. I think, if I remember correctly, it is actually now the strongest shotgun, which is bizarre. But still, I wouldn't bother if I was being brutally honest. Like, why? What do I gain from buying an M4 over just upgrade? Even then, like, the AA-12 actually got nerfed considerably. So, But still, it costs the same amount of money to upgrade as the AA-12 and Doomstick, and the reload will always be the Achilles heel. Which is why, again, I put in a forum post that I feel like it needs more of a rework. Like, it's a good gun, but it doesn't fit where you put it. Realistically, I feel like it should probably be a tier 2. Nerf the damage a bit, because then you can fit it in with other things. There's a reason to its existence then. As a trade-off to the HZ, whatever the fuck that shotgun's called. Where are you, big bastards? I'm ready for you. There you are. Hey, gang. Oh, there you go. Oh, bollocks. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Don't duck my shots. Just because I'm bad. See, like, I know it looks like I'm doing quite well and that this is very easy. The real test is going to be the boss wave, because I said there's strikes now, and daddy ain't down for that. Oh, I'm not. Just fucking real. Why? Why? Just why? Fuck off. Seriously? Go away. Oh, they're going in for it. I may actually have to try and pay attention now. Really? How many of the last 25 dudes have... Well, there's your answer. Oh, shit. Run away! Oh, the Scrake's pissed. How did you get pissed off? This may actually be a challenge. Nice. Where's... Get out of the way of you, mate! There you go. Woo! Oh, I'm not going to survive that fall, am I? Don't get off the edge. Oh, you cheating, jammy bastard! How could you? It's good, because you outrun all of them, so who cares, eh? Who really fucking cares? Wait, no, that's a dead end. Don't do that. Excuse me. I mean, it's intimidating, sure, but... there you go. Go on. Oh. Oh, I may actually die. Oh wait, I can heal myself for 50 points. And now I can run and get my discs back. Yay! Bye bye. One other thing that I quite like that they put back in is fleshbounds can knock stuff over now. That's good. I'm down to climb with that. Oh, ow, ow. Listen here, you. What's last? Oh. So there you go. Even if I lose at the boss wave, I feel like my point has been made decently well. Fucking Joe Average, who didn't block once because he couldn't remember what the block button was, or didn't care to use it, just kind of bumbled his way through by backpedaling a lot. Just saying, again. Also, I know people are saying you can only upgrade one weapon. Well, I have 5 grand with a fully upgraded set of weapons. Where's this fucking eyeball thing? How far away do you want it to be? I suppose it's Zerk, so you've kind of got to take that with your own pinch of salt, but still. But you know what? I have enough money, I'll just go buy another Avisi, like everyone used to do. I do tend to agree that on higher waves, or higher levels of people, you don't have enough money to buy the weapons that you need to make this shtick work. Because on Hell on Earth, you generally want a couple of RPGs lying around. Ah, now this might be a problem. I may well end up fucking this. But I'll have a pun, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I never said I was super fucking brilliant at this game. I also have fucking no idea where I am. Where are you, buddy? I'm mildly ready. Hello? I can hear him whirring away in the background. I know it's a big old map, but come on. Oh, is he behind me? There he is. Oh, shit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, does an alright amount of damage. I don't know if I outrun King Fleshbound. I don't think I do. Fuck off. I'm not going to turn around and fight him, because if I get knocked off, that's just bad news bears for everyone. Oh no, I actually do. Can't hit him for fucking toffee, can I? Although I have nowhere to hide from his laser beam, so this might actually be a really awful, awful place to... Oh, fuck. Damn it, man! I can't fucking navigate rocks. I also don't oh no, I remember where I left my other Avisi. Oh, there's his mates. Is it just one? Oh, Jesus, calm down. And now to leg it back up. Because I need my other Avisi back. Yeah. Try not to fall off. Oh, shit. I keep trying to aim it like a fucking pleb. Good lord. Give me my backup Avisi. I know I'm not talking an awful lot. I do have to try a decent bit. Oh, what? Ah! Can't handle walls, can you, you big yellow bastard? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. I should have just stayed in. Van trick him. Oh, he's getting a bit hairy. Calm down! Hey! Gary! No. Did his own Fleshbound just block that? Yes, it did. That's neat. I had no idea that was a thing. Where did the other... Oh, there it is. He's behind him. Oh. Oh, he's trying to do like, yeah, come on, come on. No, hey, I'm behind a wall. Turn it off. I mean, alright, my armor's finally gone, so he can actually do a decent chunk of damage to me now. But still, boo, max health. God, I'm fucking hopeless. Between this and my last video, I don't paint a good picture for myself. Oh, I've gone for the ammo. Oh, oh. Oh, fuck! No, no, dude! Oh, you tried to corner trap me there. You're a cheeky little scamp, aren't you? That being said, I am now out of discs. Because they're all stuck in the wall or someone else's arse. How do I go about doing this? Oh, fuck! Not now! Terrible idea there. I was going to go up and try and chainsaw him, but didn't exactly pan out. Oh, you cheeky little prick. Come on, babe. Again, I can outrun him, and he can't seem to do corners very well. I have no ammo in you. I am slightly aware that he can laser beam me, so... Can he jump up here? Yes, he can. Oh, this is gonna hurt. No, it won't, apparently. Alright, I've proved my point. Wow, I really it took a while, but we got there in the end. How long was that? 25 minutes. That, I would say, is what needs tweaking. Although I suppose he didn't summon any scrapes. King Fleshbound isn't massively hard because you can outrun him. And you can outrun Hans. Oh, I got a ski mask. Fantastic. Can you do something? Oh, asking about loot box drop changes. I don't know. That's never going to happen, is it? So, yes. Yeah, I know I got all quiet there. It's for the amazing, wonderful, brilliant content. But you know what I'm getting at. If you want to argue that that needs tweaking, by all means. Maybe the menus as well that don't want to go back to the home menu. Thank you. Took a while, but it got there. And like I say, they've said they're going to improve the memory thing as well. You said that you'd do that last time, but it didn't quite go the way I was hoping it would. But there you go. You kind of have a pretty good reason to do it now, because the first minute of every game is unplayable. But what do you want? Regardless, it's like, I get that you want more difficulty, and that's fine, but to be honest, 6-man Hell on Earth before the beta, I thought was in a perfectly fine place. If you were a complete bunch of spazzes, and were just flailing around, then you'd lose, and rightly so. But if you were a competent team, and you held your side well, and everyone banded together, you had a decent team composition, you could win, not necessarily comfortably, but I'd like to say, you'd win more often than not if you were clever about it. And I feel like that's the point. It's supposed to reward being sort of cohesive with a bunch of randos. Whereas now, I think you probably would need a team of 6 friends to get through a 6-man Hell on Earth. Again, I know, I'm sure people have done it with 5 level 1 guys and frickin' their ballsack tied behind their left nipple, and that's great, and I'm really proud of you, I am, but I don't consider myself one of the elite super duper mega subsection of people that play this. I mean, I've only prestiged sharpshooter because I like it, but I don't play it online because I'm, as you can quite plainly see, crap. But I felt like it was at a good point sort of where you couldn't really beat Hell on Earth if you were a casual. You'd have to invest a bit of time and effort and understand the game, and if you all understood it and all played your part, then you could get through it at a decent rate. I mean, Christ, I remember when I started out, I was playing normal, and the jump up to hard seemed, oh, that's a belter. Hard to suicidal, quite the belter. Interestingly, what I will say is that I now think suicidal's in quite a good place. Because suicidal was pretty easy. I remember when leveling up demo, I think when it first came out, that suicidal was pretty pants. You know, just get an M16, sit in a doorway on prison and just shoot and fire grenades constantly. But, I don't know, again, you can kind of... I mean, I've seen that some people do quite like the new changes to Hell on Earth difficulty, and if you do, then grand, I'm glad you got what you wanted, but I feel like it's more... I don't know, because there's this kind of strange back and forth between the really hardcore players and casual scrumblets. Or like, this game's too hard and this game's too easy. And it's sort of like trying to say that you can find a middle ground in that is kind of impossible. You're never ever going to be able to please everyone with regards to difficulty, because there's always going to be different skill levels and time investment. You know, some people can want to like put in 5-6 hours a day. I can barely be asked to put in 2. If that, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing that you can get round to in like games like FIFA or I'm sure other competitive things. Except this isn't competitive. The whole point is to try and get to the end of a thing, and just erecting more and more brick walls in your way might be interesting and cool for some people, but for others it's off-putting and kind of frustrating. I think me and Ross have played about 10 games of 4-wave Hell on Earth, and not once did I feel like we generally lost because of... we kind of lost because of user error, but on the other hand, the error that was caused was generally because of just overwhelming you. And it's like, I don't know. Again, it's kind of tricky to actually get into it, because again, it's like if I say this happened because of X, well, you can turn around and say, well, actually, it happened because of Y. Like, there's no right or wrong answer to it, but I never felt like that I got better when I was playing Hell on Earth over the last week. I never felt like, this is what went wrong, this is what we can do better. It was just something went unavoidably wrong. Back to the start again, which is why I now like 4-wave. So, I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know. You can kind of tweak it and change it, and you'll eventually fettle it into something that's, you know, decent. But you can't please everyone, and I understand that, and that's fine. Final thing I want to touch on before I bugger off. I made a forum post asking how Tripwire do their weapon balancing, and we all kind of reached an agreement that it's done whenever a beta comes out or whenever a full release comes out. They never, apart from a couple of times I can think of, and this one, pop up halfway through a beta or just randomly say, right, we're rescaling this shit. I don't think that's good enough at this point. I like the weapon upgrading system, and I like it a lot more when they get it right, knuckle down, and figure out what exactly they want to do with it. Because, like I say, weapons like the M4 are completely fucking pointless. It needs a lot of work, but I feel like when that work's been put in, it will be in a really, really good spot. Especially if they want to expand it, then, like I say, I'm all for it. But you can't be doing this every once or twice, you know, every couple of months thing anymore. Because it's just... the amount you're making your game more complex, and with that extra complexity comes more variety and different options. You can't just have, we've nerfed this weapon into the ground, this is how it's going to be for a while. Because that's what kept happening with Firebug. I mean, even when you popped up to do patch notes, you didn't do anything to Firebug. And so no one bothered to play it, because it was crap. So yeah, smaller, more consistent improvements, as opposed to just wandering in with a sledgehammer and beating the crap out of it. That's going to make, I feel like especially it will make a lot more people happier, because generally every patch there's something to moan about. So if you do, I mean, even if you put, because what, you added to your home thing a news tab, where you click that and it will take you to a, you know, what's going on in Killing Floor. So add a thing at the bottom of that, or add a pop-up that happens every week saying, hey, hope you're enjoying the game. What weapon do you have a problem with? Why? Just that. Something really, like, that takes a minute or 30 seconds of someone's time, because the less time it takes, the more inclined they're going to be to do it, and it will be in their best interest, because then you're going to get a lot more feedback from everyone, not just people who sit in the forums moaning. Because they do play the game a lot, and they do have a lot of important points to make, but I think a lot of people popped out of the woodwork lately saying, well, I don't frequent the forums that often, I don't really have the time or want to go and get my opinion out there to the extent that other people do. So they're like, if you just got everyone involved in this silly community, it might actually sort of help things. I'm not really getting anywhere, am I? Oh well. One man's musings and gibbering, I suppose, but like I say, that's kind of where I'm at. You could argue the toss and whatever. You ain't, like, even for me beating that Hell on Earth with Zerk, you could turn around and say, oh, that was on Helm's Deep. That map hasn't been designed with, difficulty in mind. You just ran away from everything. It's like, you can do that on most other maps, really. Unless they're the holdout style, with different rooms that are really small and narrow, because then it's a lot harder to run in a circle and trick things. But for the most part, yeah, you can just, if 20 flesh pounds are running at you, you back the fuck up and you'll probably get through it. Just saying, that's where I feel like work needs to be done. I don't feel like single player Hell on Earth and team based Hell on Earth are the same game mode. I don't know. There you go. Those are my musings. If you agree, then like. If you disagree, then dislike. Or if you don't like liking, then don't like or don't subscribe. Don't do anything. You don't have to do anything. Don't bother. Fuck it. Fuck everyone. Alright, there you go. Sorry, I tangent a lot. Right. I hope you've all enjoyed that for whatever it was. Remember, EDARs don't fit in with the game narrative, the game world, the ethos, the immersion. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.